Oh, really? I don't like this game that much. It's okay. Just combat-wise, it's kind of boring. There's like one square string for most moves, most weapons. It's a very good, well-designed game, though. It really is. I think it's better designed than Skull, that game I was playing earlier. Weirdly, actually, I can't avoid most damage in that game. Mechanics don't really allow you to. I might try that again tonight. We'll see. Beating the game doesn't really give you anything. It's mostly just the new unlocks they added. If you can get to the fourth level, then it's really as far as it really needs to go. I think once I have a better understanding of the items, I'll do a bit better. Making a build in that game is really complicated. It's not really the game's fault. It is really weirdly designed, but a lot of it seems to be items are very important because it's not like this game. This game is balanced in a way where you can win with crap items and take no damage. Skull is not designed like that. Skull's a weird game. It's obviously really polished, but I'm not a big fan of how a lot of the skulls in the game just can't deal with all that stuff. Feels like you need that item that increases the dash cooldown if you're near a bunch of enemies. Seems like you might have better success if you take that. Spartan sandals are poop. I'll get it because it lets me unlock the other stuff. Yeah, this game is punishing too, but it's better designed than Skull because you have the parry and stuff. The parry effectively allows you to spec around things. Skull's just weird. It's like they put so much. That game's pixel art is some of the best I've seen in ages. Beautiful pixel art, but it's like it's not an accessible game. Just constantly surrounded by enemies. Characters not always really equipped to deal with it. Unlocks don't really help much either. You max it out pretty fast, and it doesn't really make that much of a difference. There's some decent stuff in there, but it still tapers off fast. I think that game could use a couple more currency sinks. The fact that they added the new items is nice, but I feel like if you have been playing that game at least somewhat regularly since launch, I haven't had to put any thought into unlocking any of the new stuff they added. You get so much of it. I think they should have some kind of permanent currency, permanent use for the currency. It's really nice when roguelikes have that. So you're not just getting a bunch of useless, parts you can't I must say, this is a very good port. I'm not like the biggest fan of this game. I don't hate this game, but it's not my favorite. Very good port. I'm surprised it even like lets you uncap the frame rate, which is pretty damn cool. A lot of the top end phones right now have like 90 FPS displays. That's pretty awesome. This was only $5 too. That's why I bought it. I wanted something else to play during these streams besides just service games. A little bit more variety. I don't love this game. I do enjoy playing it casually. Like, why not $5? The only thing that sucks about this game though is making a new file is a nightmare. It's a skill-based game, but it's still grindy. It's kind of weird. You have very few options unless you grind. So buying this game on another platform than your main one, you gotta kind of accept it. Gotta grind all that shit again if you really want to play the version you want. There's mods on PC to help with that. Like if you played this on another platform first, they have mods on there that give you like 10 times the currencies and stuff, which I think is pretty cool. I'm really surprised they don't have like microtransactions for that. I don't think most people would complain about it really, especially if it was mostly just used for like, hey, I want to buy this game again on another platform, but I don't want to do like 50 hours of grinding. I do think this game is deserving of its praise, though. It manages to be skill based and also accessible, which most of these games don't do. It's like one or the other. I'd say Skull is kind of feels like Isaac in a way. You really have to know the build synergies and stuff because the game is not designed in a way where you can clear it with crap like this is. A lot of the skulls in that game are like unusable. I wouldn't say unusable actually. I would say like they become unusable the farther you get in the game, which still isn't good design obviously, but they're already aware of that though, so hopefully the next patch will be pretty good for that game. I don't know, roguelikes are hard to balance. So either you make it like Isaac, where it's a disproportionate balance between skill and just knowledge. Isaac's definitely more of a knowledge-based game because if you try to go through that game with a crap build, everything takes ages to kill. It's like it does take skill, but it's not fun because you can't really deal with the inflated stats. Or you make it like Dead Cells, where The game is very skill based, but you know you can still get through the game with crap items. Or it's like Skull, which is like I don't know how to describe how that game is designed. If they gave you like a parry or something, and you gave you some invincibility frames, I think it would make the game a little bit slower. But I feel like even if they added something like that, the slower skulls would be useful. I think that game is the most obvious example of slow characters being shit in slow-paced and fast-paced games. Like, I can't think of a game that's worse at it than that. That's a very common complaint with that game is the power type skulls are really outclassed. Having a dash that you can do more often in a game where you can't really avoid most damage is a major advantage. You know, Isaac is like need like an encyclopedic knowledge to play that game. Isaac's still skill-based too, but it's definitely worth it. How much do you know about the game rather than how good are you at engaging with its mechanics? People have cleared the hardest stuff in this game with 3 accounts, not spending any money on it, not having like super busted characters. Testament to this game's quality. I do like the item system in Skull, though. I think it really has a unique touch on how items usually work in roguelikes, where there's some that you take every time, and then there's most that are complete shit. I really like how in that game they have the pick system, descriptions, or whatever they're called. It really helps to prevent that from happening. Controls aren't working again. Damn it. I told the damn thing to save it. No. Yeah, let's play as some different characters for a change. Let's put him in. See, he got all his best in slot gear.
私と戦ったことを後悔する。
支援に来たぜ。俺が全部片付けてやる。
私に気づいい腕をしているな。
俺は負けねえ。剣道なら俺に任せてくれ。
取るに今回も良かったが、今度はもっと綿密な作戦を立てよう。
I like how all the characters are fun to play in this too. This game is very mechanically similar to Honkai Impact, but that game has a lot of really boring characters to play. I think they do a good job of having like a smaller roster, but they're all fun to play in their own right. Even the range classes are fun, mostly because your character does what you tell them to. No animation lock.
私と戦ったことを刃にし、万物を築く。今回も良かったが、今度はもっと綿密な作戦を立てよう。取るに足りない。
僕ら計算した弾道から逃げられるものならください。
私が全てします。
No, don't make me play as this thing. Please, no. It's the worst level to get. We are going from KOF All-Star to this, where like the boss characters completely destroy the meta of the game. So this game forces you to play as the bosses, and they're way worse than your characters. Why are you flexing this on me? It's a straight downgrade from the character I was just using. And kill these guys way faster. You're invincible too. The boss characters can't die, so I don't understand what the point of playing as them is. There's no need to dodge anything.
造作もない。今回も良かったが、今度はもっと綿密な作戦を立てよう。
What happens if I auto clear this? Like, does it just do that part for me? I'm curious. Pretty cool if it did. Alright, let's go do something else while that finishes. I think I was working on his weapon. Got one of these too. Damn, he's at almost 4K. That's not bad. I really like his moveset. No, it doesn't count. Doesn't seem like it does anyway. No, you have to do it. It's 1-1, so it's gonna be like more loading than playing.
取るに足りない。私と戦ったことを後悔させてやる。
敵はどこですか？
造作もない。今回も良かったが、今度はもっと綿密な作戦を立てよう。私と戦っ ったことを後悔
ご命令の
私に傷をつけるいい腕をしていた。
僕が計算した弾道から逃げられる者などいません。今回も完璧な作戦でした。
I don't know why they don't let you skip that, by the way. You even have to like pay attention doing it. That's been a complaint in this game. Is it's so like strict with stamina, but they don't let you skip things that you've grinded past or like over leveled for. I mean, that was like 3 minutes of trivial gameplay, not really engaging. I did like that about KOF All Star is that once you got a max rank on stuff, you could just skip most of it. Which is like you already did it. You know, the only real reason to keep doing it is just to keep you on the game longer. But at the same time, when you're at that point, you're basically just watching load screens because you one shot everything. Like there isn't really anything to gain by forcing you to play stuff that you've over leveled. I should spend more money on PG because I just haven't felt like I really need it. The game's pretty generous. As long as you're not trying to do like top 1% ranking stuff. That's definitely whale territory, but just playing casually can easily just save up and get stuff guaranteed. But I only spent $10 on that new character and I got everything, so that's pretty damn awesome. How do I unlock these new aspects on Dead Cells? I'm on the Switch version right now, and I don't see them. It doesn't tell you how to unlock them. I guess you probably have to pay for it. Not paid DLC, but probably have to unlock it or something. No, he was streaming his progress like last month, a couple times. This game is kind of like Skull to me. It's like it's fun, but it just gets too frustrating. I'm down for a challenge, but not like the kind of challenge where if I make one mistake, like 90 minutes of gameplay is down the drain. That's what I just like about this game. It's just playing a couple levels, just logging on, playing a couple levels. It's just playing a couple levels, just logging on, playing a couple levels. Like it's a service game or something. Like that's fun. You just don't have any intention of finishing the game. Mess around. A lot of people play Streets 4 like that because that game is on the longer side. This game is the main guy that makes it. He's like really hardcore arcade guy, so that's why this game is the way it is. I mean, you can't sell this, so why not make the game the way you want it? There's no publishers or shareholders or anything. This game can be very divisive because it's unforgiving. It's also really long too, which makes it harder to accept how unforgiving it is. If it was like 30 minutes. No, they finished this game though. You can't fault them for that. I've been waiting for Mega Man X Corrupted for like 15 years. Still not out. Last I checked on that game, they actually are close to finishing it. Because the lead guy who started on it, he actually started accepting help from people. But they ran into the problem where the game was going to be coded in Flash. That's how old the game is. Like how long they've been working on it. But then the internet killed off Flash last year, so they had to port it to a new engine, which doesn't seem to have taken as much time as I think. But that game is a good example of what happens when you make something and you can't ever sell it. And there's nobody telling you, the game needs to be done now. It's not like a Xenogears situation or Tales of Arise where it's like... That's obviously the kind of conversation they had shipping those games. Clearly not done. Still decent functional games, but not finished. When you make these fan games, a lot of times it's like feature creep and bloat and stuff. You can work on something for like 3 times longer than a AAA game, which is pretty much what Mega Man X Corrupted is. They've been working on that game for like 3 console generations. dev on Corrupted started in like 2007. So it really has been like 15 years. But I think he was working on it solo for like most of the time. It's been like, I think the past year or two actually started accepting help. It looks pretty solid. I think the ideal situation would be they get approached by Capcom to make it official, which has already happened once. They did that for the 25th anniversary Street Fighter Cross Mega Man game. That was made by just one person. Capcom at the time was like, we don't want to make Mega Man games anymore, so we're gonna give this guy a bag of cash and sell it for free. Which was pretty cool. That's better than just giving it a cease and desist. But some people didn't like that they did that. It's like, okay, you're gonna do literally nothing for the anniversary and have like somebody doing it unpaid, making a game unpaid for you. That game was pretty decent though. I remember playing it. I like the soundtrack. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop there since check my Discord. Let me go ahead and pull that up. You check my Discord. I got a key for Ultra H, so I'm gonna be checking that out tonight. So I'm gonna do a shorter stream now since I'm gonna be streaming 3 times today. once I get done here, I got to install it and stuff, and we'll check it out. Thanks for watching.